Today, I'm going to walk you through how to download and install Jira software on your Windows machine, running right on your local host. Whether you're gearing up to manage projects more efficiently or just want to explore Jira for your team, by the end of this tutorial, you'll have Jira up and running smoothly on your computer, ready for action. Before we dive into the main installation, let's quickly talk prerequisites. Getting these in place ahead of time will save you headaches later. First, Jira requires that you have a supported version of Java already on your system, either a JRE or JDK. Make sure that's installed and that your Java Home environment variable is set correctly. If you're not sure about Java Home, just Google set Windows and you'll find step-by-step instructions. This variable basically helps Jira locate your Java installation, which is crucial for starting things up. Now let's talk about databases. While Jira comes with a built-in H2 database for quick testing, it's not recommended for production use. If you want the best performance and reliability, set up an external database like MySQL or PostgreSQL before you get started with Jira. Think of the database as Jira's long-term memory. The better it is, the smoother things will run as your projects grow. Don't worry if you're just experimenting. The built-in database will get you through initial setup, but plan to switch to something more robust later. Ports are another important consideration. By default, Jira uses TCP ports 8080 for web access and 8005 for control purposes. Make sure those ports aren't blocked by another app like Tomcat or another local development server. If they are, or if you're unsure, you can choose different ports during installation. We'll cover that a bit later. Alright, with the groundwork laid, let's get Jira installed. Step 1. Head to Atlassian's official Jira software download page. You're looking for the Windows 64-bit installer. It'll be an exe file. Select that, agree to the license agreement, and save it somewhere easy to find, like your desktop. Big tip here, always grab installers directly from Atlassian's site so you know you're getting the latest and safest version. Once that's downloaded, open your File Explorer and locate the installer. You'll want to run it as an administrator. Just right-click and select Run as Administrator. This ensures Jira can make all the necessary changes to your system during installation. The wizard will pop up and guide you through most of the process. If you ever feel lost, don't panic. You can just read the prompts and everything is reversible. Now, when you get to installation options, pause for a second. You'll see choices like Express and Custom. I highly recommend going with Custom Install, especially if you want more control about where Jira's files and data are stored, or if you need to specify different ports. For example, if you already have a Tomcat server running on 8080, switching this here will prevent conflicts. Next, you'll choose two directories. The installation directory is mainly where Jira's core files, the program itself, will live. Something like C/program files /Atlassian/Jira works well. Then you'll set a home directory. This is for Jira's critical data, logs, search indexes, and more. Keep it separate from the program files like C/Atlassian/application data /Jira. Separating these two makes upgrades, backups, and troubleshooting much easier. When prompted, check the option to install Jira as a Windows service. With this, Jira will start automatically whenever your computer boots, kind of like an ever-ready assistant that's always online. Once installation completes, your browser should automatically open to the Jira setup wizard, normally at http://localhost 8080 unless you picked a different port. Choose the I'll set it up myself option for a custom configuration. This lets you connect to the database you prepped and tweak advanced settings. Connect to your database by choosing My Own Database, then enter your database details. If you haven't set up MySQL or PostgreSQL yet, you can use the built-in option just to get started, but plan to switch soon if you're moving toward production use. You'll then give your Jira site a name and confirm its base URL. This will help you recognize it when working locally or with other team members. Licensing can seem tricky, but it's usually just a matter of logging into your Atlassian account and generating a free trial license for development or testing. Before you finish, Jira will prompt you to create your administrator account. This is your master key for managing the site. You can also configure email notifications if you want Jira to send alerts about project updates, totally optional for local setups, but really handy for teamwork. And that's it, you're ready to start using Jira software on your Windows local host. If any part of this process takes a few minutes, don't worry, just follow each step and you'll get there. If you found this walkthrough helpful, please hit that like button and drop a comment if you have any questions or got stuck anywhere. Subscribe for more tutorials just like this, and I'll see you in the next video.